gosh, we're in the double digits. Kids and wives and 9 to 5s, but we are married to the games. 010, 10 weeks old. Thank you guys for listening. This is Gabe Patillo, of course, with Timothy Hall and Tim Router, and we are happy to be back with you guys, podcasting it up. It's been a crazy week, I feel like. Timothy Hall, how was your weekend?
Sleep would have been nice. I think that's how every "How was your weekend" starts out. I say something and then Gabe laughs.
I think that's about how it goes. I like it though.
I played more Borderlands 2 because I really want to finish it. I'm like right there on the cusp of getting it done. I just
You still liking it?
Yeah, I really like it. I keep getting so close. I start doing other side missions, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this is fun. Yeah, cool. Oh, wait, not enough time to finish it. Ah, dang it. I really want to finish it, too, because I really like to move on to other things. Like, I mean, Halo's here and stuff, but I'm going to be playing the campaign this week, so.
With your brother-in-law?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
By the way, I'm drinking again, so.
You're going to be burping again, is what you're saying?
Probably. Mountain Dew, so, yeah, it's burpalicious.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
Router, what about yourself?
I wasn't done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And other than that, I think that's it.
So you stopped me from going to Router just to say,
yeah,
and
right?
that's it. I like that.
What
Nice,
are you talking
Hall.
about?
Nice, Hall.
That's so funny. Router,
Hey, boys, how you doing?
your weekend.
My weekend was really interesting. My sweet wife came down with bronchitis.
Oh, I heard
And
about that.
She also had a shower that she was hosting on Saturday. And on top of it, it's the whole holiday season, so things are just getting crazy for her at the store. So there have been a lot of late nights. And the good thing, though, is that as she was prepping for the baby shower, she was upstairs in my area, and that's where the PS3 is. And so she was doing like a bunch of little decorative things here and there. And so I was able to get some AC3 in.
There you go.
And of course, having her critique it as well. Like, why are you doing that? Or this is ridiculous. Or, all that fun stuff. She's like,
Pull that
wait, why are you
tomahawk
doing
out of that
again?"
guy's head.
Yeah, right. It's kind of funny to hear her like just kind of comment on everything, because as everybody knows, I'm like the perfectionist. I'm at 100% sync on everything. I'm doing a lot. I do like a main mission, and then I do a ton of side missions, and I go hunting, and I gather all these pelts, and I have a crap ton of money right now, which is awesome. So I buy all the maps for all the treasure maps, and then I go and get all the treasure, and I just get more money and that kind of stuff. And so I'm like running from one place to another, and she's like, all you're doing is running. I'm like, well, yeah, because I got to go from this place to this place to get the treasure. But the real funny thing is when you're hunting and when you kill an animal, Connor will usually say, I think it's like namaste or something like that. It's something in Indian. It's probably like a blessing for the animal, but he says it every time. And you can try and skip the cinematic because it's like a quick little cutscene when he says it, but sometimes it doesn't happen all the time. So about the third or fourth time, Lauren's like, namaste. Like, she's like sitting there decorating and just doing the same thing. And then she's like, if I have to hear that one more time, I swear I'm going to hit the TV. So then it became a challenge. So now I'm like trying to hunt everything and find everything and namaste. It was great. So it was fun to annoy my wife with a little AC3, and she loved it.
That is so funny. My favorite thing, and I don't know if you guys as wives have said the same things, but have they ever sat there watching you play and they're like, oh, their lips aren't even going with what they're saying barely. And you're like, this has come so far. Are you kidding me? You should have seen video games like 5 years ago even. Like, this is really good how good their lips are moving right now.
And like AC3's got a lot of beautiful landscapes too. And like there's amazing graphics, and all she's focusing on is how annoying the sound is.
Of course.
Oh, gotta love her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was essentially my weekend. So my sweet wife is still recovering from bronchitis. So I've been taking care of her and taking care of the baby and trying to get a little AC3 in as I go along.
Mr. Mom.
That's right. I'm trying.
I like it.
How How about you, Gabe?
Weekend was good. Super, super busy. I didn't get to game a lot. I tried to get in every single time I could. Everybody was like, "How do you like Black Ops?" And I was like, I was like, I like it. I just haven't gotten it under my fingers yet. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm coming off of playing Mass Effect.
Well, the
which
title
controls
screen
are
looks good.
Yeah, that was great.
Exactly. Yeah, it's awesome. I did press start. I was like, yes, here we go. But I only got to play like 30 minutes at a time, which for an avid gamer is like literally like starting up the game. I mean, like 30 minutes goes by so fast when you're gaming, I feel like. And so I still kind of have the Mass Effect controls under my fingers still. So, I think of Mass Effect to run is X on the PlayStation. But on Call of Duty, it's not that way. Like to sprint is to press down on the left joystick. And so I would be like, oh, I got to get into cover and press X to run over to cover and literally jump into people. I'm like, oh, good, I'm jumping. Yeah, I'm jumping when I'm trying to go into cover. But
And then people are like, who's that guy who's jumping up and down everywhere?
yeah, I should shoot him in the head.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's what happened.
Are you doing the single campaign or are you doing multiplayer?
I'm just doing single campaign. But them jokers, I don't know if the games are getting harder or if there's just so much, because Black Ops 2 is so different, I feel like. Like, it's still obviously the same when it comes to how the game works. Some of the storytelling is different. But then, like, because it's in the future, you're fighting so many different kind of things. And so it feels harder. So I'm like, oh, over there. Oh, no, over there. Oh, over there. And I mean, before you know it, I'm dead. But so I just haven't gotten the controls under my fingers yet, but I love it. I've been really enjoying it. I think it's a good game. The graphics are incredible. And, that's one of the things that people keep coming to the back lounge and saying. They're like, are you watching? And I'm like, oh, no, it's a game. I'm like, oh, this looks really good. I'm like, uh-huh. Yeah. Score one for gaming. So, so that was cool. We were just all over the place this weekend. I think we were in, Boise, Portland. I tweeted from Ground Control, the arcade that I went to up there. It was awesome.
What'd you play?
Oh gosh, what did I play? I played a bunch of Tron.
Oh,
I played Wing Commander. I forget which pinball game I played, but I'm not great at pinball because I didn't really grow up playing it, but it's just fun to see all the lights going off sometimes. So the like infant child comes out in me. I'm like, oh, lights and flippy things. So I went and I played some pinball, and then I don't remember what else I played, but big shout outs to Ground Control. That place is the bomb, downtown Portland. And then we were down in Sacramento and then Fresno. So flew home yesterday and have my PS3, and I have not been able to set it up yet. It's one of those things, like, if I were to come right home and set up my PS3, my wife would be like, hello, you just got home. But my way around it is she loves Dr. Mario. And so I just play Dr. Mario on the Wii that's already plugged up, and she's like, I like this game. And so that doesn't feel like gaming to her. Look
That's
at all
awesome.
the colors.
Nah, I could see you plugging in your PS3 and being like, baby, I was in the middle of a game, It's just
Exactly.
because my
I
wife
gotta
will
start
come.
back
My
up.
wife will come in and I'll be playing an online game. I'll be like, honey, I can't quit. It's an online game.
If I pause, I
sorry.
will die.
Yeah, exactly. Like with Uncharted, when you'd quit and it would like basically set you back like 5 matches. It was like,
Exactly.
Baby, I
Exactly.
can't
like,
quit.
I'd love to hear about your day, like in a second. I'm just kidding. We love.
Let me
we
just
love
put a
our
bullet
wives.
through this guy's head. I'll be good. Hang on.
That's what I kept telling people on the road. They were like, some of the guys would be. One of the guys brought cornhole boards out. Cornhole with the bean bags and everything. And I was like, hey, you guys are playing cornhole, so I'll be in the back lounge shooting people in the head if you need me. So you know where to find me. I'm like, that sounds really weird.
we're not really making a good argument for video games not causing violence.
Yeah, but if you can go shoot somebody in the head in a virtual world, why do I need to feel the need to do that in real life?
Yeah, you're right. Burning and maiming people in a virtual world is way more fun. So.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
And there's no consequences either. That's what I love.
Tim Router.
Sir.
It's and Tim Hall. It's Thanksgiving week. So quickly, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Router, you first.
Well, we're hanging out here. We got little baby girl's first Thanksgiving, so we're gonna go over to my parents' house and eat with the whole fam, and then we're gonna go over to our friend's house and eat some more.
That's what you do.
And it's cool. My brother-in-law is coming into town because my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. My sister-in-law is already living here, and my brother-in-law is. They are officially moving down to Tennessee first week of December. And they already broke ground on their house down in Spring Hill that they bought, and so they are going to be residents by next month. So I'm very, very happy for them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Timothy Hall, what about you, bud?
Hang on, I got to burp.
Nice.
Well, I'm going to be eating turkey.
Oh, okay.
Like
How
most
original.
Americans.
Yep.
Playing the campaign of Halo 4.
So you're staying home, is what I'm saying.
No,
You're staying home.
no.
You're not going anywhere.
No, we're going to my wife's grandma's house.
Oh, you're just taking it with you.
No, my brother-in-law's already there, and he's already got it, and he's probably already played through it, so I guess we'll play it again.
Gabe,
I love that.
you and
Yeah,
I, it's like, what's that?
dude,
What's that like to have family?
I love getting together with a brother-in-law because he plays video games, so it's like, let's do it. Let's play all these co-op games that we have to play. Come on.
I don't even know what
Let's
that's
do it.
like because we
Couch
don't have any family like that.
Well, that's why we need to be getting together more often so we can play co-op stuff. Maybe if I get on the first shift, we'll do that.
There we go. Yeah, get out the graveyard shift and we can hang out.
Yeah, then we'll talk.
Yep.
Seriously. I think we're staying here too. I don't think we're going anywhere. I'm excited. Like, we usually host Thanksgiving at our house, and this Thanksgiving sounds like it's going to be a little smaller. So we might go out to eat.
Nice.
Like, we might go to a restaurant, which is a little weird because I don't think I've ever done that on Thanksgiving. But at the same time, I'm like, we ain't got to clean up or anything like that. We might drop the baby off, go get a movie. Go check out a movie because there's so many good movies out right now.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what we might do. Just
Hey,
chill out.
Gabe, everything you just said, do that. For real, man. You got the right idea.
Yeah,
That sounds good, right?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Sounds good to me too, man.
Well, I like seeing family and all, but at the same time, it's like, you're running around and you're driving long distances and
You're like, let's go out to eat and go get a movie.
yeah, exactly. That sounds great, man. That sounds like a fun day.
Oh, it's gonna be a good time. Do you guys I forget if I asked you guys this before. Do you guys Black Friday haul?
Oh, I'm definitely Black Fridaying both online and by foot. So,
By foot in real life?
yes, virtual reality and real life. So,
Router, are you? I know we talked about it a little bit. Have you guys decided on some concrete stuff?
No, I'm kind of leaving it up in the air right now. I don't know because on the one hand, I want to go and buy a bunch of stuff, but at the same time, I also want to leave room for people to buy me Christmas presents. So I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn
I like
between
that.
being
I'm kind of torn too.
I'm torn between being selfish and being selfish.
I heard somebody put it the best. They said, I love that on Thursday we enjoy Thanksgiving and all the things we're thankful for, and then on Friday we go spend up all our money right after we were thankful for the things we have already.
Exactly.
yeah,
was like,
yep.
It's the American way.
The West, boy, is something else.
Hey, I'm thankful for my money. That's why I got to save a ton of it on Friday.
I like it. I like that a lot.
That's what you got to do, man. That it's for me. It's a saving money concept. I tell my wife, look, you're never going to be able to get these games for cheaper than now. Just get them now. Try not to tell me.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
perfect. It's a long time, though, with Thanksgiving being on the 22nd, Black Friday being on the 23rd. It's the earliest that Thanksgiving could be because the 1st was on a Thursday. And so it's like, man, it's a long time from Christmas. You know what I mean? Sometimes we hit a Thanksgiving a little later in the month, and then you're right into December. But, man, it's going to be over a month that you have to keep quiet about it.
Yeah, that's
That's true.
That's crazy.
We have to wait a whole Isaiah Triforce Johnson line stand until Christmas. Only a couple people will get that reference, and that's totally okay.
He is so crazy.
Hey, but he got it. He was there. He had his Power Glove on. He went, shook hands with Reggie, got his Wii U. I'm not mad at him first in the United States because he's on the East Coast, so
I'm mad at him. I'm mad at him.
I applaud his dedication, though.
That's terrible.
Why be mad? Why?
I don't know, because you said you weren't mad at him, so I figured one of us had to be.
Hall, for not getting a whole lot of sleep, man, you're on fire today. I love it.
You think that, man? I'm freezing my butt off over here, and I'm tired.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Router, hit us off with some release date and money making news.
I got all kinds of stuff. I think Gabe, you'll love this. Hitman Absolution out now, people.
I know. Out now. There's too many of them that are out. That's the only problem. Like you're about to name. I know you're about to name a bunch that I want to get, and the
cinematic of Hitman looked pretty good, so I'm interested.
And I think I mentioned this last week, but they did the prologue up on IGN, and it just it looks so good. So I'm really excited. I know I'm probably going to throw my controller at the TV because I'm not going to be able to do it the right way or figure out the right perfect assassination or whatever. But I'm up for the challenge, and it looks beautiful too. So I'm looking forward to that.
That's awesome.
That's out for PC, PS3, Xbox 360. Another fave, Walking Dead episode 5, the finale. No time left. Comes out. Actually, it doesn't come out today. It comes tomorrow. Actually, I think they said November 21st.
Well, I guess now seems like a good time to play episode 1. So.
Yes, it would. Please do.
I know. I need to buy the rest of them.
You guys, everybody needs to play it. It's so good. IGN is already saying that they're going to win a couple Game of the Year awards, especially for like adventure games and that kind of stuff. Like the story is great. Everything about it is great. So please play it so I can talk to somebody about it.
I know. I just finished season 2 of Walking Dead, and I love the show, and it's making me love the video game that much more.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, it's great. So that comes out. We've got PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale for the Vita and PS3.
Oh gosh, that's another one I want so bad.
You know, that's on Amazon bestsellers too. I was pretty surprised. It's in the top 100. So
that's quick.
And then
kind of crazy.
A couple other ones are Rise of the Guardians for the DS, Wii, 3DS, and Xbox 360. As always, Family Guy, Back to the Multiverse, PS3 and Xbox 360, and BioShock Ultimate Rapture Edition, PS3, Xbox 360. So
what is that?
I have no idea.
Something that's not Infinity or whatever it is, Infinite or whatever.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not Infinite because that's coming out in like March.
Yeah, so
something to keep people's attention until Infinite comes out.
Exactly. Tuesdays from here on out, man, it's still just going to be jam-packed with stuff. It just seems like we've only just begun, but I mean, some of the big wigs are already hitting out. And man, we got to get the elephant out of the room. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 broke records, raking in $500 million on its first day of sales worldwide. $500 million. I'll say it again. $500 million.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's like what major blockbuster movies will do in their entire run.
Exactly.
That's kind of crazy.
I saw that and my jaw nearly dropped. So and this is all worldwide sales, and I think the reason why it's so much is because it's cross console and cross platform. But
did they make a Wii version this year too? They did right. Wii U version.
Yeah, the Wii U. So, but we still can't discredit the fact that Halo 4 is only for one console, right? So it did 220 million. So it did half of what Call of Duty Black Ops did, and Call of Duty is on all the consoles. So it still goes to show that, Halo 4 put it down last week, but Call of Duty, come on. I mean, that's insane.
But we're talking about one day versus a week.
Well, that's true.
That's true. That is so nuts.
I couldn't believe it. So was
every year that game comes out, I keep thinking to myself, this is going to be the year that people are tired and they'll still get it, but it won't do as well. Nope, it breaks records every year.
Yep, clearly, a lot of love.
That is ridiculous. I mean, can I just to put it into like perspective? Like, okay, so that's 500 million, right? Um, Avatar is the biggest selling movie of all time, right? Avatar, $760 million U.S. box office. So I guess like
That's to date too, isn't it?
that's to date. And so I was just thinking about it because I
That's
was looking at
incredible.
the Breaking Dawn numbers, and I was like, holy crap, worldwide, $341 million in 3 days. And then here we go with Black Ops 2. And granted, a movie is way more. Sorry if you guys are hearing my babies screaming in the background. But granted, a movie is. This Kids and Wives in 9 to 5. Granted, granted, a movie is way cheaper to go to than buying a video game. But 500 million in one day is a ridiculous number.
Yeah,
It really is.
that's mind-boggling. It's yeah.
Oh
I
my
don't even know what do
gosh.
you say to that? It's like one day of sales, $500 million. So
I mean, somebody's doing a happy dance someplace. I mean, do they just celebrate? I mean, because you have to hope that it does that. But I'm with Hall. I mean, as a video gamer, I'm always thinking, well, this will be the year that video games kind of teeter off, and that sucks. But like, 500 million, 24 hours, take that.
yeah,
So when's the Call of Duty console coming out? Like the console that just plays Call of Duty? Because
Yeah,
I'm pretty
exactly.
sure they could get people to buy that.
oh yeah,
It's just up in the cloud, like it doesn't even, you don't even
Yeah,
have to use
exactly. You're
discs.
just Call of Duty subscriber, even though I know they have something like that still. It's like they really could sell a Call of Duty box and people would probably buy it. So
I mean, it doesn't even have to have anything in it. Probably, it just has to say Call of Duty on it.
yeah.
People are like,
Well,
oh yeah, it's an empty box,
People
but it
buy
says
the
Call of Duty, baby.
console, so yeah.
Oh my gosh. Speaking
what
of
you
movies,
will.
I have to do this, and I know it's lame, and I know it's nobody really cares, but I don't even know how to say. I never played. Did you guys ever play Deus Ex or Deus Ex? However people like to
Deus
say
Ex.
it.
No, I didn't play the original, but I played some of Human Revolution.
That was back. That game first came out back when I was still trying to steal stuff,
Nice.
and I could never get that game to work.
Nice.
So-
I was trying to figure out what you meant. I was like, what, you stealing it from a Target? What were you doing?
Yeah, that was back in his
No.
thug life.
Yeah, exactly. That was back in my.
That was Hacker Gabe.
Back in my.
in
Yeah,
the
that was
hacker
my
days.
ISO days, which are far
He
behind.
took over
me, but-
somebody's keyboard and made him steal it for him.
Right. But it's getting a movie. It's getting a movie from
Awesome.
Scott Derrickson, the same guy that did Sinister that just came out recently, that horror movie, which I'm
Okay.
definitely not seeing. And then Asteroids might be getting a movie, which
Oh,
I think
come
is
on.
hilarious.
Oh, that keeps going back and forth. I think after they saw Battleship, they were like, okay, yeah, we can't do this. This is
No,
not
it's
gonna
getting
happen.
a rewrite. It's getting a rewrite. They wrote it.
Oh.
They were like, this is a bad idea. Yeah, Battleship didn't work, which was a bad idea. But it's getting a rewrite. And I was like, I'm like, I would love to be in these meetings. Like, is there a job where I could just go to those meetings and be like, I just want to be like on the bandwagon, be like, yeah, Asteroids, that sounds great. And then come home and crack up about it because that is not, I guess they
makes
can
no
do
sense.
whatever story they want to, considering there's barely any story to the original Asteroids.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It's like,
there's
shoot these
absolutely no
monsters.
story. When's Mr. Potato Head getting his movie?
He's already been in like 3 movies.
I
Exactly.
know, but yeah, he doesn't
Well-
starred in anything yet. Come on, man.
Let me ask this question then. So we have all these ridiculous video game movies coming out. Hello, Call of Duty Black Ops, $500 million for the video game. Why isn't anybody doing a movie for that franchise?
Right.
Is it because it's already kind of a movie, or I mean, if I'm a film exec, I would be looking at this going like, why aren't we writing a script for something designed along this line? Because
Yeah,
I think
I can definitely agree with you, Tim, because if you look at it, they could get people to show up even if the reviews were terrible.
That's what I'm thinking.
People would still come. I think so. I think people would come.
Would it
out
have
in
to be
droves.
animated or would it have to be live action?
Live action?
You think?
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
if they could do an animated
and
movie.
I would leave that one up anyway. I mean, it could be either or. I think live action would be kind of cool. But I mean, you already have.
I think Liam Neeson would be in it.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, and that's the other thing. I heard that the voice of Hudson, who used to be played by Ed Harris, is now Michael Keaton. Did I hear that right? I heard a rumor that was
Hudson?
happening.
That could be true. That he's
But
a sexy
Michael
man.
Keaton? Really? Michael
Yeah,
Keaton?
he's sexy.
No, man. Ed Harris is sexier than Michael Keaton is. But-
Wait, Hudson. Huh.
What's that?
I don't know, but I
I'm
know
gonna
Sam-
call it right now. Call of Duty the movie. Liam Neeson, Bradley Cooper,
Ooh.
Jennifer
okay.
Garner.
Okay.
Let's see.
You're just naming people now. You're literally just naming people.
No.
Now you're just dropping people out of a hat.
Got Raul Julia if he was still alive. He'd be in that movie.
Cara mia.
God, who else? Who would be the villain though? Danny Trejo, that done movie.
I don't think there's any girls in Black Ops.
No, not one bit.
There, you know that they would write one in there though because they gotta. It's Hollywood. They gotta
have
make
to
it.
have
You
it.
know, yeah, you gotta have a chick,
Yeah.
at least one.
You know what? And you know it'd be freaking Jessica Biel. It wouldn't even be.
Yeah.
Jessica Biel has to be.
I don't know.
Now
She's
the villain.
She's a tough lady.
The villain
No,
has
it'd
to
probably
be Sam.
be Jennifer Lawrence because she's in everything now.
Oh, great.
I know. Well,
But you know what? I think Sam Rockwell would be a good villain. I mean, he was before, and I think he's awesome anyway.
exactly. Were you talking about Harper? You mean Michael Rooker is Harper in Black Ops now? I don't know if that's who you meant.
No.
And Sam Worthington from Avatar is on there too. So he's
Right.
in the #1 movie in the world and the #1 video game in the world.
Of course.
So congratulations.
I could see
freaking
him
Sam
being in
Worthington.
the actual live action Call of Duty. The movie that is happening.
Gabe,
we're
I'll have to check
calling
my
it.
facts on that. I'll have to check and see who did the voice for what. But whoever did the voice of Ed Harris has now been replaced with Michael Keaton. So I don't know if that was Hudson or whoever. But
don't
How
think
could
Michael
they do
Keaton's
that
in
without
that.
thinking of Beetlejuice the entire time? Or like Batman. He probably got in the booth and they're like, all right, say I'm Batman, please. I'm Batman.
Just for us. Just
and you
for
were great
exactly.
in Multiplicity. Yeah.
Multiplicity, that's like the last movie anybody thinks of, I think, when they think of Michael Keaton.
Either
I
that or
hope it is.
what's the one when he was a snowman?
Jack Frost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever,
okay,
that movie was
never mind.
awful.
That's the last movie people think of.
I thought something funny that you guys, I know Router will appreciate it. Canada's the Globe and Mail. Did you guys hear about this? Bashing Assassin's Creed 3.
No.
They were mad. Sorry, I can't even say it. They were mad because they didn't.
Gabe.
It's just so ridiculous to me.
I don't even know what it is.
It's
No,
not
I'm
even
dying.
funny. It's just so ridiculous to me, and that's why I'm laughing. So the Globe and Mail is mad because Assassin's Creed 3 doesn't represent history correctly. I was like,
my God.
it's a video game.
Are you serious?
Yes. Did a whole write-up bashing it like, that's not how it happened. This, that, and the other. You're like, of course that's not how it happened. How it happened is history. That's not fun.
This
is a video game. We're trying to make money up in here.
Wow. Really? Canada? Come on, Canada. You could do better than that.
Well, I think it was because, obviously Ubisoft Montreal, but, does the game. But I was like, well, I don't, who looks to video game? And maybe, and I didn't read the whole thing. I just read part of it because I couldn't through my tears. But, and I guess you can make the argument that schools aren't doing the job. So if you're going to base something on history, at least have it be accurate.
But it not be a
even
video
at
game.
That, yeah, but even at that, I'm like, this is a video game. It's about an assassin who's going around killing all these people. Like,
Yeah, that
there's
makes
like,
no
don't you
sense.
throw it out the window at that point? And history books don't even have it right half the time. How about we write an article about that?
Exactly. I was gonna say that.
It's like, can we start there?
I love the fact that they took something from history and made a side story about it, which I think is cool. It's kind of like how, if you've seen Wicked, the play, like
Right.
they have a side story about the whole Wizard of Oz. Spoiler alert. But
Exactly.
it's the same. It's the same. That's what I love about it, is the fact that, okay, we've all grown up with the same kind of history, be it changing every so often, but they're adding a story that's like a hidden underlying story. That's the cool part of it. Dude, I participated in the Boston Tea Party as an assassin. How cool is that? You know, it's like,
That's what I'm saying.
just have an imagination, people. Come on, Montreal, you can do better than that.
To be honest with you, I don't think the kids are getting in like public schools are getting that education anyway. So they're gonna take
Yeah.
that and they're gonna say, "Yep, that happened."
Yep. And they're going to be like, oh, and there's Samuel Adams who makes beer.
Yeah, there you go.
That's pretty much, it's all just going to be associated, but with something modern that yeah, that's funny. Amazing.
Buddy.
I just thought that was hilarious. Something else that came out today, I gotta give a shout out to, because it wouldn't make the big list, but there's a game called Jetpack Joyride that is coming to PS3, I think through PSN, and I play the heck out of that thing on my iPad. I don't see how it's gonna be super duper fun on the PS3, but it's a fun game. It's one of those games that is perfect for the iPad. You can just play it for a second and and then do something else. So I don't see me like powering up my PS3 and then wanting to play it that way. But Jetpack Joyride is a great game. And then, y'all know Gangnam Style
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
from
Psy.
Psy, the K-pop song, obviously is huge. Hits today for Just Dance 4, so you can download that and freaking
Oh,
dance
boy.
along to that song, which is all over the place.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
need the game to do that, man.
Nope.
I do that
Hall gets-
all over work, man.
Hall gets down with Gangnam Style in the overnight shift anyway.
Yes, definitely.
I would love to be somebody looking in through a window seeing you dance to that.
That would be
song
amazing.
at 2:00 in the morning.
Yep.
They're like, that guy must have been drinking, is what their people are probably thinking. Hall, give us something.
All right, I got a couple of things, so I don't know if I'm gonna spurt them all out now, but
Hey, you can do what you want. It's your world.
yeah, spill it everything, I guess. Yeah, I got my hands on an iPad Mini, so I need one.
Yeah, I did
See?
too. I did too.
Didn't that happen?
It would be great. It would be great to have one.
They
See,
are-
what is that? What is that?
They're sexy. They really are. I mean,
Well, I'm gonna be a real nerd here for a second.
Go ahead.
So I pick it up and I'm playing with it, and I'm like, the resolution on this thing though. I don't know.
Only you.
Yeah,
Your
only
perfect
me.
vision.
And then I was like, but gosh, it's so much lighter. It's like a pad of paper. Yeah, Gabe, I don't see how you couldn't make that comparison, man. First thing I thought when I picked it up was like, pad of paper.
Wait,
You didn't
legal?
think chicken? You didn't think chicken like like Router said last week?
Yeah,
chicken
the
like.
The bucket
Uh,
of chicken.
No, well, now I'm thinking of chicken.
Yep.
Oh shoot! I know there's something about touching one. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Yeah,
what it
I
is.
know because I picked up the I picked up the iPad Mini before picking up the newer iPad, and I was like, this thing's pretty heavy.
It is.
So-
It's really nice and slick and handheld, and yeah, I let Piper look at it too because while Mommy was doing the shower on Saturday, we had a little daddy-daughter time, so we went to Apple and checked out some iPad Minis, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing. I still
If you don't
know.
have the money, don't even go look at it.
Yeah.
People that are listening, because
Yes.
you will want to buy one.
Yes, you will.
And
Don't
guess
even
what?
do it
It
to
will
yourself.
never be on sale. Don't
Nope.
even think
Uh-uh.
about it.
Nope.
Yeah, there's no
Oh my
Black Friday
gosh.
at Apple.
Yeah, they're racist. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Apple's not racist. I'm just joking.
Hey, they got black and white iPads, man. Come on.
That's right.
They're side by side. Come on.
That's right.
But do they have yellow ones? That's what
Ah.
I'm talking about. I'm just
Separate
kidding.
but equal.
There is a market for colored iPads, dang it.
I
Yeah.
know. I don't know why they aren't doing those all over the place. I saw somebody had a pink skin on their iPad the other day, and I was like, man, for freaking breast cancer awareness, they need to bring out a pink iPad, and I think it would sell like crazy.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Well, like they did
Yep.
with the iMacs back in the day, or remember what were the bubble ones? They were iMacs, right?
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah,
Those were iMacs, weren't they?
they were
Like
were
the
they
first
iMacs?
iMacs.
I think they
Yeah,
were
I
iMac
think they
Generation 3, I think, maybe.
Oh, were they?
Or EMAC.
I think they were
don't remember.
called iMacs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
No,
I had
EMAC was
one.
what
I bought
copied
one
'em.
for like, I bought one when Chris and I first got married for like $30. So.
Yeah, I had a graphite one. It was clear, but it had like more of a graphite look to it. It was pretty cool.
Second thing, Tim, how far is your couch from your TV?
It is approximately 6 feet away.
6 feet?
Yeah, roughly 6.
Okay, because I need to know because my office is really small, but the best deals are on the 42 inches. Or the
That's what I have a
43s.
40. I have a 43, so
That's
I
why
think
I
you'd be
asked.
okay. Yeah, I think you'd be
Okay.
okay. You won't
Well,
go
so that's
completely
my second
blind.
part of news. I'm thinking about getting a big TV or bigger.
Good.
My
Good for you.
office currently has a 24-inch.
Oh yes, sir.
Ooh.
Yes.
So I need something bigger. Well, that's the thing. I was thinking about getting a 32, but the sound on the 32 inches is so terrible. But
Well, I don't know if you're gonna get great sound.
Yeah.
well, no, we have a 42-inch LG and it sounds amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm dead serious, dude.
Mm.
I'm the audio guy here. Trust me.
Yeah, you are. Okay.
If
You
it
are,
sounds
that's
good
true.
to me, it's good.
Okay.
We have a 42-inch LG from like 6 years ago, and the audio on it is great.
Hmm.
Reason being is because 6 years ago, those TVs were thicker. Why they make
Right.
them so
Yeah.
stupid thin now is beyond me because you get teeny tiny little speakers out of them.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
with you on that
I'll
one.
give you that one.
Yeah, we got that LG LCD, man, and that thing sounds awesome. Like we got that, and we got a home theater system to go with it when we originally got it. I hooked up the home theater system, and I was like, this doesn't even sound that much better than the freaking audio on the TV. I'm just gonna listen to the TV, and it sounds great.
See, I hooked up the whole surround sound thing, so I'm so spoiled now. So every time I just come downstairs and watch TV on my Hitachi, I'm like,
Look, what are they saying?
But I don't
I'm sorry,
hear
I
it
can't
behind me.
understand them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I had everything hooked up and the sub and everything, and it was a decent system, but still, it's like the low end I was getting out of the TV. It was like perfect. I was like, great. That's awesome.
There you go.
I think we took I don't know if we took the home theater back or what, I don't remember, but either way, like I was looking for a TV with similar audio for the office, and it's like the only good audio you can find usually is in 42 inches and up, just because they're bigger TVs.
Yeah.
They have more room to put speakers in them, so
There you go. There you go.
that's weird.
Did you guys hear? You guys didn't buy Black Ops, and so you might not have, but you might have heard the stink. Activision pulled Nuketown 2025 from the playlist for people that play multiplayer online. And if you don't know, Nuketown was a hugely popular map on the original. And then they were like, well, you can still play it in custom games, like make a custom game with you and your friends. And I mean, it took hours, and they put that thing back on there. The stink was so rank.
Oh, I bet. It's funny. I never got like Nuketown doesn't have. It doesn't seem like it's got a lot to it. I mean, you're going through different houses, and
That's the point.
it just seems. That's the thing. Like everybody freaking loves that map, just because because of its simplicity. Whereas you could have like some other crazy map with jungles and all kinds of stuff. But no, we just need a couple houses and some dummy heads that we can run
2
into
houses
every
with
once in a while.
garages.
That's so awesome.
Well, it's
It's small,
map.
and I mean, you just get to the action. You just, there's no there's not a
Yeah.
whole lot of creeping and stuff you're gonna be doing. There's not a lot of places to hide. You just gotta go in there and freaking rock it.
It's run and shoot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost like with Counter-Strike how they had like the pool map
Dust
and the snow map.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, all the maps on Counter-Strike were small, and it was a fun game.
Yeah, but like Dust was one of those I felt like on Counter-Strike, so many servers set up a Dust 24/7, and
Yep.
they would always be full. So they added it back to a playlist, Chaos Mosh Pit. So Nuketown is in there because people were so disappointed, especially those that like me that pre-ordered it, and you got that with it, and you were
Yeah.
like, well, I want to play this against people, shoot people in the head, and so it's back on there. So power to the people, man. I'm glad that people listen. I'm glad that these companies listen.
500 million one day.
Seriously, I mean, how do you not listen to that?
That's a lot of people. It's a lot of voices to be heard.
I know that's right. Goodness gracious. You got anything, Router?
Man, guys, how did we not forget this? Well, I guess we could. Sunday, the Wii U came out.
Yeah, the Wii U.
Congratulations to Nintendo for putting another console out. We applaud you for that. Now let's just see how it works. But I'm happy for them. I will probably not play it, but it's great. They put something else new out. I'm really curious to see what people are thinking of it. I know they had a basic and a deluxe package. The basic was an 8 gig internal memory. You had the Wii U console, the Wii U gamepad. You have an AC adapter and a gamepad AC adapter.
Mhm.
And we talked about this a couple podcasts ago, where most consoles just give you an AV inputs. They're giving you HDMI cables now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we were talking about that a couple podcasts ago, how nobody's really putting HDMI cables in any of the consoles. They're doing old school, but with the Wii U, HDMI cables all around.
I love it. I love that.
Yes, so that's cool. So their basic one is $299. The deluxe is $349. You get Nintendo Land Game, 32 gigs of internal memory, and you get a gamepad cradle, gamepad stand, and a console stand.
I think that console is going to do really well until June
Yeah, you might be right.
Why's that?
because the next Xbox and the next PlayStation are going to be announced, and everybody's going to be like, "We what?"
Yeah, it could be right.
But it's obviously such a different
That's exactly what it's going to be.
different demographic though, a little bit.
Yeah.
It is, but a lot of people were rushing out to get the Wii U because it's just something new.
Right.
It's like we haven't seen a new console in a long time.
Well, here's my question. Who are those people, though? Are they like diehard Nintendo fans? Because wouldn't you think that like the average family is like, oh, I already have a Wii. I don't really need a Wii U. Or they probably think it's one and the same. It's just that you get a little gamepad with it.
Some people are thinking like you said about, it's a family-friendly console and stuff, but some people are just like, this is my Mario box. This is the only way I can play Mario.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
I mean, that's what Nintendo has going for them. So if they licensed out their properties, they'd be done.
They need a new Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I want to go on
that's
record as saying they
definitely-
need a new Mario Kart because I played the mess out of that on the Wii. I mean, me and my wife. And,
Yeah.
Right with you, right, Router?
Oh yeah, dude, you would crush me every time. I will say I totally miss that game. That game is a lot of fun.
That's one of those games, honestly. If the console gets cheap enough that I would buy just for that game.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so much fun, and I played with so many of my buddies, and I love Mario Kart, and so they need to stop fronting and do another one of them jokers.
Gabe, if you wanted to, you could do the Little Big Planet karting,
Yeah, it's not the same.
because that's at. I know
Yeah,
it's.
it's definitely.
I hear it's
well,
totally
actually,
not,
you could.
I hear it's totally
there's
a ripoff.
there's
too.
probably already like Mario Sackboys, like somebody's made the entire Mario Kart cast,
Exactly.
and
That's
somebody's
funny.
somebody's already like built the entire Mario circuits and everything. So yeah,
Yeah,
it could be like Mario Kart.
a little bit. I mean, it didn't do so hot in its first week. It only sold 55,000 units, but
Yikes.
I mean, if you need to get your kart on, you could always try that. But I'm with you, man. I miss little Mario Kart.
See, my thing is if I'm just scratching the itch, I just turn the Wii on. But
Well, yeah, I don't have
I
that.
just want a
anymore,
new
but-
one. I know you don't have that
Yeah.
luxury anymore.
I just really wish that they would just become a developer publisher at this point. That'd be so great. Because I really don't.
Like
The
Sega?
thing about the thing about Nintendo games, I love Nintendo games. I don't like Nintendo consoles anymore. I'm not there. I'm not that demographic.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I mean, I'm definitely not rushing out to get the U, but
Game Boy Advance in my mind was the last good Nintendo console, but I'm probably alone in that. So,
was that after the Wii came out?
no, that was 2001.
I know. I'm kidding because
Oh.
the Wii. I mean, the Wii was sold out for like a year and a half.
Yeah,
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
true.
And it
That's true.
crossed all kind of boundaries. I think we can't now. I mean, obviously the graphics were bad. Obviously, it was, there was some herky jerky things about it. But I don't know that you can sleep on the fact of how well it did. I mean,
Oh, no, it did
broke
well.
I didn't
all
think they
kind of ground,
expected
you know
it
what
at
I'm saying?
all.
It did very well, and like we have one just for a handful of games because that's all we'd ever play on it.
Yeah.
Third parties can't develop for Nintendo systems because they can't survive on Nintendo systems, so they
Yeah,
don't.
that makes sense.
So, like if I was gonna buy a Wii U, it would be a supplemental system. So, and that's not the greatest thing to say about a console.
But what does Nintendo do so right that you would still buy it even for that? You see what I'm saying? Like Nintendo's done something.
People love Nintendo's heyday, you know?
Right.
I mean, I still love Nintendo because of,
Metroid and Mario.
yeah, all
and
those
Zelda.
great franchises that they have.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like they've unlocked something because I'm one of those guys where I'm like, well, I have my PS3. I'll get the whatever the next the PlayStation's gonna be called, but I probably won't get a PlayStation and an Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll definitely get a PlayStation and a Wii. For some strange reason, I don't even play the Wii all like that besides Dr. Mario. But like just something about it makes people want to go out and get it, even though they don't do most of their gaming on it. And I think that's where Nintendo wins a little bit. Obviously, they lose when it comes to the strength of their games. But like on the console thing, I'm like, man, people do, me included, just buy this thing.
It's because you can get your significant other to play with you.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's because it's more family focused, and I would probably do the exact same thing, Gabe. I would have a PS3 or an Xbox, and then and so have one of those consoles, and then maybe have a Wii, and that would be more of the family fun night kind of a game.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the Wii did so well to begin with, because that's what they geared it toward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's do a shout out.
Hit it.
I'm going to butcher this first name and probably the last name. I'll get the junior part right, and that's about it. I'm guessing Marcelino Rosario Jr. Husband, father, gamer. He's hit us up on Twitter a couple times. Hey, man, we appreciate you listening. Thank you so much for being there.
Yes, sir.
And for
Thank you.
giving us shout outs. We do not take it for granted. And I think that kind of works into what our question of this week is. Being thankful. We got Thanksgiving here coming up around the corner, and then it's the Christmas season. It's a time to reflect on all kind of things, family, what we're thankful for, what's important. And so I was going to start with you, Hall, just what in this season, I know it's not necessarily a gaming topic, even though it can be in some senses, but like, what are you thankful for, man, before we get out of here?
I'm definitely thankful for my wife and my dogs, because my dogs are my kids because I don't have kids.
Well, there you go.
That's the quote of the podcast. My dogs are my kids because I don't have kids. And that's exactly how we treat dogs. Once a kid comes along, they're like second-rate citizens. My dog's looked at me plenty of nights, and she's like, "Please, sir, can I have some more?" And I'm like, "Sadie Marie wants some more."
My dogs look at me and they say, "Can we sleep in a human bed tonight?" And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, with your eyes.
That's so funny.
That's good, man. Thankful for family, right?
Yep.
Router.
Man, I'm pretty much the same way. I'm thankful for my lovely wife, and I'm so thankful that for my little girl Piper. I mean, I can't believe I actually have a daughter now. In 2012, I am now officially a father.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for that because it's teaching me new things, and it's teaching me uh, so many things that I didn't know I needed to learn at some point.
Sure.
So it's really cool.
Have you felt like a different like? I feel like when we had our baby last year, it opened my eyes to all kind of things about my parents. Like some things I got madder about, some things I totally understood that I didn't get before. Did you feel like that a little bit this year?
Yeah, yeah, I did. I definitely felt like I know. I think I know a little. I know a little bit more about what they go through or what they think and what they sacrifice.
Right.
And yeah, I think it goes a long way.
Yeah, man. That's great. That's so good. I think we're all gonna kind of be saying the same thing. I mean, I of course I'm thankful for my family, and I mean it almost goes without saying, but I think some people struggle with their families, and I think people that are out there that might have a rough family life, man, I would encourage you to zoom out and look at the big picture, and maybe you might see some things there that you don't see when you're in it. But yeah, man, thankful for my wife. Thankful for our parents and our little girl Amara. And I'm thankful for the people that are listening to this podcast. We appreciate y'all. And I'm thankful for this is kind of weird because we complain so much just as Americans, but I'm thankful for this country, even though we're like, kind of in a slump and economic wise, man. I don't think I'd want to live anywhere else. I've been a lot of places. I haven't gotten to any place I'm like, this is where I need to move, man. America's the worst. I think we still live in the greatest country in the world, so I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here talking with y'all about gaming. So, Hall, you had anything else before we get up out of here?
Nah, I'll save it for next week.
Router, you?
What?
I'm good, man. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Yeah, happy
man.
Turkey Day. Turkey.
Gobble, gobble,
Don't
gobble.
forget to eat turkey.
I don't think anybody will forget. I'm Gabe Patillo.
Actually,
oh, you got something?
Nope, don't do that yet.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, don't forget that Black Friday starts on Thursday. So
Yeah, starting early this year.
yeah, so get out there on Thursday.
Do you think people are gonna be skipping? People are gonna be skipping Thanksgiving dinner for Black Friday starting early.
I think they will.
It makes me sad
think
just a little
that
bit.
It really, it's a trend, and that's not good, and it needs to stop. Stop.
Yeah, don't do this again next year.
Yeah, this
You're
is
ruining
ridiculous.
Thanksgiving. You're ruining it.
Dude, it's like Big Blue. Didn't Big Blue ruin it? Well, Blue's Clues. I don't know.
Yeah, Walmart, I'm a little mad at you. You're taking away families from families, but I guess it's because of greed for ourselves. So I don't know if I'm better at Walmart or better at people that are going to be out there putting retail first. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving to everybody, man. Keep listening. We're going to be here. Episode 10, we're so excited. We're keeping it moving. Check us out. Facebook, of course. Facebook / Married to the Games. Twitter is MTTGcast. Come and conversate with us. Check out our website, marriedtothegames.com. Mailbag at Married to the Games if you want to drop us a line. Tell us what you're thankful for and keep hitting us with some questions. We're going to keep answering them. So I'm Gabe Patillo. For Timothy Hall, for Tim Router. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. We about this. Peace.